Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to your computer class. School is closed, but our teaching is going on because we have a desire to achieve something. With this beautiful quotation, the starting point of all achievement is desire. I welcome everybody to this class. You all of you know a new type of coronavirus, abbreviated COVID-19, is causing an outbreak of respiratory disease. It was first detected in China and has now been detected internationally. It is contagious and the severity of illness vary from individual to individual. So we should follow all the guidelines to prevent the spread of infection. Don't not think these are holidays. There are reasons why we are out of school. It's time for us to prepare and not to get sick. I have some guidelines for you also. To reduce the risk of coronavirus infection, your parents are guiding you, but being your teacher, I should guide you also because you all are my favorite also. Clean hands with soap and water or alcohol-based hand rub. Cover nose and mouth when coughing and sneezing with tissues or flexed elbow. Avoid close contact with anyone with cold or flu-like symptoms. Thoroughly cook meat and eggs if you are eating. Avoid unprotected contact with live, wild, or farm animals. Be safe and stay at home. Now we'll start our lesson. Previous class we have studied about various type of common problems we face while working with a computer and how to solve these problems. But what happened whenever a problem arises, we try to solve it, we'll click here and there, we'll check our logs, we'll check our tables, but when once the problem will be solved, we'll forget about the problem and the steps we have followed to solve that problem. So next time when that particular problem arises, again we get confused and we started again doing experiments. So to avoid all these things, we can follow some approaches for solving the problems. Three main approaches are there to solve the problems. One is stepwise thinking, gathering information, and logical thinking. In stepwise thinking, the main event we have to do is write down each steps. In stepwise thinking process, we will write down each step. How it will help us? This will help you remember exactly what is done to avoid repeating the same mistake. That means if one problem arises and you were able to solve that problem, so note down the steps, what steps you have followed to solve the problem, so that next time when that problem will appear, you follow the steps so that it can be easily solved in a very less time. Again, you have to seek the help of others so that they know exactly what you have already fixed. That means, suppose one problem arises and you want to take the help of your teacher, your system administrator, or you can take the help of internet also. So you should know what steps you have already followed and what extra steps you have to follow to solve the problem. So if you write down each step, it will help you very much. The next one is your gathering information. So in this gathering information approach, actually, we'll collect information about the error message which are displaying in our screen while working. What type of error message display you have come across while working also? Runtime errors are there, system errors are there. So whenever any error will appear or displayed on your computer screen, write down as much as information as possible. That means you note down in a copy what type of error is displayed on your screen, or if you are using a laptop or a web camera based computer, you can capture a screenshot of the error message. So that what will happen, we can study that error message and what can be the solutions for that error message. Later on we can study and can solve that problem, or you can take the help of some elder person or your system administrator to solve that problem. You may be able to use that information later to convey to the system administrator or any person who is assisting you. So error message, whatever error message is displayed on your screen while working, you should note down it, or you can gather information about that error message. I will discuss later on some type of error messages and how we can solve that also. Next one is your logical thinking. In logical thinking, the main point is try to resolve the issue. How can you resolve the issue? We can resolve the issue by simple solutions like checking cables. In case when our peripheral devices are not working properly, we can check the cables connected to these peripheral devices. In case of your startup failure, we can check the power cables also. And restarting your computer when a unresponsive computer is there, when an unresponsive application is there, we can restart our computer. In case of slow computer also, we can restart and again we can start our computer. Relaunching an application. Relaunching means if it is a slow application or an unresponsive application, we can close that application and again we can relaunch that application to use. So using these simple solutions, we can resolve the issue. Otherwise, use the process of elimination. Make a list of things that could be causing the problem and then test them out one by one. We have discussed many common problems of computer and their solution also. You list their problems one by one and then test them out one by one so that at the end your problem can be solved. Or some problems can be solved by the operating system also. If we are using Windows generally, and if we have a problem, common problem, and we are not getting any idea to solve that problem, we can go to the troubleshooter and take the help of troubleshooter program of Windows. How you will reach there? Click on Start button, then click on Settings, click Update and Security, then select Troubleshoot. When you click on the Start button and then click on Settings option, then you will find one screen is appearing like this. Troubleshooter screen it is. You click on this Update and Security option present at the left side. Then click on this Troubleshoot option and then click on last. You will get one Run the Troubleshooter, so that troubleshooter program will run, and if it will be common problems, it will fix the problems and allow you to do the work in your computer. Now we'll discuss about some error messages which may appear on your screen while working. This is one type of error message which appears when update errors are there. You will find this type of error will be there where it will be written Microsoft cannot install important security updates on your PC. So if this type of error will appear, update errors will appear, what you will do? You capture the screen and note down it. But I will tell you now the steps which you should note down, and when the next time this error will appear, you can solve it easily. So you go to the Start button again and then click on the Settings option. Then you click on Update and Security, then Troubleshoot option, then click on Run the Troubleshooter. That means if any type of Windows update error will appear, you can take the help of troubleshooter program to fix that error, or it can be that error can be removed also, so that you will be able to do the work in your computer. Your work will not hamper. That means a troubleshooter program is a very good program which is given by the operating system Microsoft company. You can take the help of that troubleshooter program to fix or to remove some common problems. Another type of error, runtime errors, you must have find whenever you are doing Visual Basic or any other program. Sometimes this type of error message appears on your screen. That may be a syntax error, that may be a lexical error, or that may be error caused due to memory shortage, or any other problems. Due to many causes are there for this type of runtime errors. You may come across this type of problem on your screen while working in any application, and you can resolve this type of, or you can solve this type of problem by using task manager. We have already discussed about task manager. By pressing Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete key, task manager window will appear. In the task manager window, in the left side of the screen, you will get your program which is not responding or which is failed. You stop that program by clicking on the end task, and again you check your problems, why this problem appears. If it is a syntax error, then correct your error. If it is a memory shortage, then you remove the unused programs, and so that the memory will be saved. Then again restart your program, or you relaunch your program. Relaunch your program. And with this, we come to the end of the chapter. So this chapter, we have covered about user privilege, types of user we have covered, system administrator and general user, the responsibility or action performed by both system administrator and general user, different type of file permission. If we have created a file, in which way we want to share that file by giving different permission, read, write, modify, full control, like this. We have studied about data backup. How can we save our data in case of data loss, in case of hard disk crash, in case of any natural disaster happens? We can store our data, or we can take a duplicate copy of the data by both the ways, by offline and by online also. If you will offline, you will use, you can take the help of a CD, pen drive, etc. And online, it will go, we are using Google Drive, OneDrive. Many programs are there to store our data online. Then previous class we have studied about monitoring system and process, and different type of common problems which appear on our computer or which we face while working, and how to solve them also. And today we have read about troubleshooting of hardware and application. We can take the help of troubleshooter, program of Windows, or if not, we can study that program, we can analyze that problem, we can analyze that problem, what type of problem it is, why it is appearing, we can note down it, we can gather information by taking screenshot, by writing the error message, and by informing it to the system administrator, or by any person who knows about the computer to solve the problem. We can take the help of them also to solve our problems. This time also I will send you some extra questions which you will write in your computer copy, and in the next class I will send you the exercise of the chapter 1, and we will start the second lesson. Thank you all. Stay home and stay safe.